All right, guys, Jeremy Lafrentz with Backstage Entertainment, sitting on the tour bus of Hell or Highwater with Brandon Saller. How you doing, Brandon?
Good, man. How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. You guys just got done playing off the Rockstar Energy Drink Uproar Festival. Yep. Stop in Council Bluffs, Iowa. We just mentioned it's pretty sweaty out there, but you especially, I mean, performing. But what's it like, I mean, on this tour to be, performing around?
It's been great. I mean, this is really our first tour, so to have started out in such a big way and really just came out of the gates, full throttle, with the album coming out about a month ago, and it's been great. A lot of our friends on this tour, and just getting to hang out and have a good time, play to huge crowds, and it's been awesome. Luckily, the sun is out today, so we've been good. Yeah. We've had quite a bit of rain, so nice little change.
But a lot of famous bands on the tour, and so it's probably awesome to get to play with those guys. But
it's great.
Yeah. As far as the name goes, Hell or Highwater, that's an interesting name. But where did that come from, and where did it originate?
I mean, the saying in itself just kind of is a very kind of strong statement of determination, really. And I think all of us feel that way about this band and about music in general. And we want to make this work. This is our lives. This is what we're passionate about, and we really believe in the music and ourselves as a band. So making it work, making this band happen, come hell or high water.
And you guys have a new album out called Begin Again, and you actually have a song off of there called Go Alone, which, doing my research and everything, you guys got a kind of nice guest vocalist in there. Why don't you tell the fans about that a little bit?
We ended up doing that song with Shadows from Avenged, and like I said, we've been friends for a long while now, and I'd written that song, and it kind of had a cool vibe to it, and I really wanted kind of a story, more of a storyteller kind of lyric, and something a little bit more fictional, and Matt's real good at that. So we sat down together one day and wrote the lyrics out, wrote all the vocals for the song, and laid it down and made the record, and it's great. I think fans are responding to it. It's been one of my favorites since we wrote it, just because it's a really cool song, really good vibe, and kind of a stand-apart song from the rest of the record. Like I said, most stuff on the record is personal experience, real life stuff, where that song is 100% fictional. So it's a cool little departure, and glad he was able to do it. I mean, I've always been a fan of his voice, and aside from being a friend, he's been a great entertainer, great singer, great lyricist as well. So great time to be a part of the record.
So fans should definitely check out your new album called Begin Again. Absolutely. Also, Go Alone would be the probably hit song off of that. Do you have any other favorites you like?
Yeah, I think Go Alone's definitely a favorite. I'd say Crash and Burn's a favorite. And there's a song on there called Rocky Water's Edge. That's also another favorite of mine. Kind of a slower song on the record, but a really great one as well.
Okay. And speaking of the album, you guys, and we have one right here, you guys have some pretty cool artwork on there. How did the American flag kind of come into play with being on there with your guys' logo?
Well, I mean, to put it simply, I mean, our band is an American rock and roll band. And so the kind of, with the title Begin Again, having that kind of weathered, just beaten up American flag, obviously our own take on it was just good, in the sense of there's songs on the album that deal with kind of renewing yourself and reviving your life in a personal way, but there's also kind of moments that touch on a more broad level of just how the world's feeling, and our country in general is suffering. So it's just it seemed right. It seemed there's only one direction to go when you're beaten and tattered and on the brink of extinction. There's only one place you can go, and that's up.
Yeah.
Begin Again is very much a statement of that.
Yep. So great song title with meaning behind it.
Absolutely.
That's great.
Absolutely.
Album and everything. So now, before the interview, I talked about our BSC box. We've had fans submit questions to our Facebook page. You guys can definitely go to Backstage Entertainment, like us, and then submit questions for our box, and you can get in here too. So we're going to have, Brandon, you're going to draw some questions out of here and decide your own fate. So we'll do a few here, see what we get. And they do range from serious to really crazy.
Really not serious.
Exactly.
Our first question is, what is your drink of choice on tour?
Kind of a crazier one.
Let's see.
You can say Rockstar, for sponsorship.
I mean, I actually favor the Monster zero carb ones. That's my drink of choice for energy drink. But as far as alcoholic beverage, I am a Bacardi and Diet Coke kind of guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Either Bacardi and Diet Coke or Jack and Diet Coke. Those are my two. Or the Monster low carb.
Toss that one back in, and we'll see if we draw another one
Draw
here.
the same one again.
I don't think we've had anybody do that yet.
Right?
So.
What is your most embarrassing moment on tour or on stage? I've actually had a couple on this tour where I've just like, you know, it's learning the ins and outs of being up front on stage, jumping around and getting a little crazy, and I've ended up blowing the crotch out of my pants about 3 times on this tour, and I don't usually notice it until I see photos. Like, you know, I notice after the show's over, then I see photos that are like lots of boxers showing, and luckily nothing other than boxers, but yeah, really? So far. Yeah. I think those are my embarrassing moments so far for this tour.
Okay, you want to try for another one?
Yeah.
There?
Please shake it up. All right, what do we got? Who is your biggest non-musical influence? I think a lot of our songs come from my real life. Okay. A big part of my life is my marriage, and it's the biggest part of my life, really. So I think a lot of the songs come from there. So I think that my wife would be a very big influence of mine, a muse, if you will. Be it good days or bad days, there's always that person at home that can kind of breathe life into you. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think that's definitely the answer for that one.
Okay, let's try one more, and then a little more.
If you weren't in the band, what job would you be doing now? Ooh. I'm not so sure, but this is all I know how to do. I play music, that's it.
How about past jobs that you've had that you think you might be at still?
I worked at a skateboard shop. I worked at Auntie Anne's Pretzels. What else did I do? I worked at Taco Bell. A lot of average ass shit, you know.
Growing up, that's what you had to do to make some money. So.
And then I said, let me get the fuck out of here. Yep. So I started doing this.
There you go.
Plan on doing this for a while.
Yep. So, all right, tell the fans that are maybe checking you guys out for the first time or something, what's coming up for you guys after the Rockstar tour and where they can check you out.
We'll be doing the Wake Up tour with Me Talk Pretty, Medina Lake, November, December, all around the United States. And then we'll be hitting the road hard next year as well. And until then, you could pick up the album, Begin Again, on iTunes.
There you go, iTunes, check out Hell or Highwater, and go from there. So guys, once again, Brandon from Hell or Highwater, definitely check them out. Hey everyone, make sure to like Backstage Entertainment on Facebook to see our photos, to enter yourself into contests for autographed prizes, and other news. Also, make sure to click the subscribe button on YouTube to check out the rest of our videos. And you can find us on Twitter to get updates about what we're doing. For Backstage Entertainment, this is Jeremy Lafrentz.